What's up, guys? Mike Pendleton here. Week 1 NFL recap. Now, my schedule's a little off in the process of a move, so things are a little bit delayed, but moving forward, we'll have a better schedule. I want to do this. I'm doing this on Thursday before week 2 officially begins, but here's a week 1 recap of the NFL. Let's start with the off-the-field headlines. DeShaun Watson in disgusting headlines. Again, another sexual lawsuit against him, sexual assault lawsuit against him. And really, if you look at Deshaun Watson on the field, he looks like crap. If you look at him off the field, he looks like a bigger piece of crap. I'm just gonna say it. It's so fitting for the Cleveland Browns history that Baker Mayfield has been on fire since going to Tampa Bay, and Deshaun Watson has basically led to the worst shot in the foot for a franchise I could remember in recent history. I don't know what the Browns are going to do. I don't know what the NFL is going to do. But if this one is true and we have another situation with Deshaun Watson, seek help and maybe never play football again. You are a stain on NFL as a whole. You're a stain on NFL quarterbacks. You're definitely a stain on the Cleveland Browns franchise. No one remembers you in Houston anymore because CJ Stroud is here. And it's just disgusting. It's disturbing. And honestly, hope it's not true, but I don't know if Deshaun Watson, he has a dead cap hit of 172 million, which means that's what the team's responsible for if they release Deshaun Watson next year. Like literally financially impossible to get rid of him. Maybe he can do the Browns a favor and get rid of himself. So that is that. Then we also had the very, very big attention headline grabbing situation with Tyreek Hill and the Miami PD. This is not a political sports show, but this is a show that also cares about real life events. And I am one who is under the belief of respect authority, respect our, law enforcement, but I'm also one to call them out. And that was a disgusting, absolutely despicable, power hungry, kind of in control overreaction. I mean, the Miami PD looks disgusting right now. And good on Tyreek Hill for all the interviews and attention he's calling for. He's calling for that police officer to be fired. I believe he should be. They said, oh, we didn't know it was Tyreek Hill. A minute into the freaking body cam footage, one of the cops said, it's Tyreek Hill. Don't play stupid. That's first and foremost. Don't play stupid. Don't abuse your power. And maybe don't have a job in law enforcement ever again. Would make everybody happy if those 3 things followed. Now you look at what the Dolphins had did. The Dolphins were stagnant in the first half against the Jacksonville Jaguars, came out on fire. Tyreek Hill with the 80-yard touchdown, did the got arrested celebration when he scored. And, all was right in the 305 for the Dolphins. But, let this be a reminder that they're not just who we see in uniform for 60 minutes every Sunday, Monday, Thursday night, whatever it may be. They are actual humans, and it doesn't matter their status of fame. They deserve to be treated with respect as well. In Chicago, Caleb Williams, the most atrocious NFL debut I could remember in a while. Well, actually, for Bears fans, it is the first time since 2006, hey, that's a Super Bowl year, in which they went and won a game with less than 150 yards offense. Caleb Williams, I beg of you, do not ever get back into the same conversation as Rex Grossman, because that's who he's sharing company with. Not great. The Bears have not won a Sunday night road game in 10 years, the last one being in 2014. They'll travel to Houston in week 2. And here we go. CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, the future quarterbacks of the NFL. Well, not like that. And there's, questions about Roma Dunze and Keenan Allen's health. If Caleb Williams comes in down 1 or 2 of his offensive weapons for an offense that didn't even show up against Tennessee, it's going to be a long night for the Bears and a long night for Bears fans. Elsewhere, you saw how the season got kicked off. The Kansas City Chiefs doing what the Kansas City Chiefs do. Isaiah Likely, huge performance. Fantasy owners wondering if Mark Andrews still exists. That he does. Jordan Love of the Packers out for a few weeks due to a knee injury sustained against the Eagles. Puka Nacua, the sophomore star of the LA Rams, injured in the Sunday night game against the Detroit Lions. He's also on IR. And on Monday Night Football, we saw it Aaron Rodgers returned, and same old story for the New York Jets. They got trounced by the San Francisco 49ers without Christian McCaffrey, and Kyle Shanahan just finds ways to win. So props to Kyle Shanahan. The 49ers look good. Chiefs look good. Some of the standout performances for me as far as teams go, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Lions and their overtime win. The Cowboys looked really good. The 49ers I've already mentioned. That's a lot of your week one recap. Justin Fields came in and started in place of Russell Wilson. Sounds like that's going to be the case here in week two as well. And the Bengals. Let's talk about the Bengals real quick. The biggest betting favorites of the week knocked out a thousands amount of survivor pool contestants, myself included, with a absolute embarrassment loss at home to the New England Patriots led by Jacoby Brissett. This is what you get when you don't pay your star players. Jamar Chase wasn't in camp. He was ill, but he played. Didn't look the same. T. Higgins was injured. This offense looked atrocious. It was just bad. I mean, that was, if you wanted to torture someone for week one of the NFL season, have them watch that game. Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals almost upset the Bills at home. Looks like it's going to be some growing pains for the Buffalo Bills with no Stephon Diggs this year. And I got to address, the Panthers are extremely bad. The Panthers are very, very bad. They lost 47-10 to the New Orleans Saints. If you're still in survivor pools, take whoever the Panthers are playing. But my gosh, does anyone look worse than the Daniel Jones New York Giants? 28-6 loss to Sam Darnold and the Vikings. I mean, offense, defense. This team was featured on Hard Knocks. We saw all these business and moves that they made in free agency and draft. They look terrible. If I'm a Giants fan, I should accept defeat after week one and welcome defeat for the rest of the year. Carson Beck, Shador Sanders, Quinn Ewers, any of those guys are worth waiting through a horrible season for next year, because Daniel Jones is not the guy. You eat the money, you get rid of him, you let him ride pine. I don't know what you do, but you apologize to your fan base and you move on. So that is the week one recap here in the 2024 NFL season. I am Mike Pendleton. Subscribe to this channel for more. What were your biggest highlights of week one in the NFL season? As we know, week two begins with the Bills and Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. I'm excited for it. And then we've got some primetime matchups: Bears, Texans, Sunday night, Falcons, Eagles, Monday night. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. Football is back. And we'll have weekly recaps, betting, picks, all of it and more. Social media, TikTok, Instagram, at MikeP2310, Twitter, I'll never call it X, MP2310. And again, subscribe to this YouTube channel for more. Until next time, we'll see you guys Sunday morning for more NFL picks. Until then, see you soon, everybody.